So for the longest time, people have separated themselves from the mental. People who have physical ailments started in the mind. We need to first get that kind of mind, and then it transfers. Right now, if you think of many to another, next, we're in the entire body's blood pressure, cholesterol level. So when you get stressed, a lot of people they binge on the same stress impacts people. The connection is real. We've seen people manifest it, grown up all their life. I never want to get cancer. They worked out, done yoga. Mind is so powerful. So if you're going to find why it's just my routine.
Yeah.
You think about actually becomes our so they lies. They don't know their truth. Analogy towards the thoughts that you think always early. You think do anything or be anything. Your reality. Multiplications in school and in a particular always I've asked you today food 4 8 you don't have to wake you up in the night and you is become real in everyone's life. Everyone has it today. I've worked with billionaires, I've worked with the sheikhs in Dubai. Everyone has problems.
That's right.
Everyone. But we have to learn how to deal with them. So when we understand that stress today, top surgeons in the US that we work with they say stress is the number one cause of all diseases. Be it cancer, cardiovascular, it all starts there.
Yeah.
When you're stressed, you won't eat the right foods.
That's
when you're
right.
stressed, you're going to skip your workouts.
Yeah.
When you're stressed, you can't sleep.
That's right.
When you're stressed, all your hormones are all over the place. Young girls with PCOD today. Stressed out, hormonal imbalance, PCOD. So you see, it starts in the mind. Everything starts in the mind, but then the beauty is it can also be fixed in the mind. When the human decides that enough is enough, I am tired of being sick, I am going to start making changes. They change their mindset, and it's incredible how the condition changes. This doesn't mean you stop taking all your meds. Still listen to your doctors, take your meds. But if you want to go beyond medicine,
right,
the same intelligence and power that has built us, from the womb into an infant, into an adult, that same intelligence can also help us heal and recover from physical ailments, mental ailments. So it's all possible. It's within us. When they say the kingdom of heaven is within you, that's exactly what they mean. Everything that we're looking for is inside of us. But today's world is looking for solutions
outside.
And we don't get it. What we get are tons of opinions. We look for more validation. We look for what everyone's doing. Comparison is like a thief of joy and happiness. The day people stop comparing, they're instantly happier.
Right.
So you see, everything really starts off in the mind. Of course, there's a small population of people who will have very, very bad genetic expression. And no matter what, you'll have a child born with a leukemia. You'll have a young child get a brain tumor at the age of 6 with no reason at all. Very strong genes expressing themselves.
Right.
But for everyone else, you change your mindset, you start investing in your emotional wellness. Elias, you can connect this with statistics. Today we're in a world where we have so much more. Think about it. Yeah. We have comforts, we have the amount of suicide is increasing.
Yes.
But something's wrong. Wrong is people are constantly connected outward. You have to be inwards. Finally, make decisions what someone thinks is for you. So I think there's a lot of change about today. It doesn't cost you money. It's great for us. I've learned so much, everyone, social media and you, and it can also destroy the body. Is I had this girl had this pelvic pain. Finally, she diagnosed, and I said, when? She said, I was on Friday afternoon. So where are you at 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon? Review me. Right. Get the pain at all. get it one day before the meeting as well. Okay, so I said, when you have a holiday or you're on leave, do you get that pain? No. I said, how's your relationship between your boss and you? She's like, horrible. So you see, that mental stress has caused the pain in her pelvic region. For someone else, it could be a headache. For someone else, it could be a pain somewhere else.
Right.
You know, so we have to understand the connections of emotions and the physical self is real.
Right. And I also think, Luke, in today's day and age, I think you actually hit the nail on the head, because we come from an environment and from a society now that always wants to drive us to achieve more, to be more, to buy a bigger car and get that bigger paying job and have a bigger house and take that foreign holiday. And what do you suggest you do when you're constantly bombarded with such information all the time? How do you take a step back and say, look, how does that work?
So I think we all get lost in that. We have to first remember that we are products.
Right.
So what society, what marketing companies have realized, every time there's a pain, you're sad today, there's an ad, hey, buy a new phone, you'll feel better.
Yep.
Okay? Or, smoke this cigarette, you'll feel better. Or something like that. These are all external stimulations that make us numb those feelings. So we grow up never really learning how to face real pain and hardship. But after a while, stimulation dies. How much can you be stimulated?
True.
You're overstimulated. After a while, the things that made you happy don't make you happy anymore. And that's when they say you crash completely. So I would advise people, it's nice to have nice things. It's nice to take holidays. But don't let that be your definition of life.
Right.
Don't relate your success that I do 2 holidays a year, which means I'm successful. No, you're successful because you're a good human being. You're providing for your family. You have a great job. You're adding value to society.
Right.
Some people base their self-worth on the way they dress, on how many things they have, because media does that. The more you have, the more successful you are.
That's right.
A billionaire once told me, a client of mine, can't mention the name, that Luke, success is defined, by how we live our life. Can we build our business, accumulate wealth, and give back, and maintain our health, and keep our relationships and family in place? That is success. There are so many people who have millions and billions of dollars, but they're unhappy, they're depressed. Yeah. Most of them are on sleeping pills every night, they're on sedatives and all of that stuff.
Right.
That's not success.
It's not.
So I think everyone needs to step back and reevaluate their options. You can still be a fantastic person, way richer than most people if you are grounded, if you know what makes you happy. Most people don't know what makes them happy. You ask them what makes them happy, they say, if I get an increase, if I lose weight, if I fit into that dress,
short-term goals,
if I go to the Maldives. Those are happy experiences.
That's fleeting.
You'll finish all of that and you're still going to be sad.
And then you want some more experiences after that.
More and more stimulation.
Yeah, never ends. So I got a couple of questions, Luke, from our listeners. The first one says, what does Luke have to say about thyroid? A lot of people suffer from this and it turns into several complications. So how do you propose one deals with this?
So number one, we have to believe that for the longest time, the world has made us believe that thyroid, you can't do anything about it. You're on pills for a lifetime. But as I speak to you, there are thousands of people around the world who have reversed their thyroids. We have to understand a thyroid, it's an underactive gland. Why is it not performing? Poor diet, you don't have certain minerals that the thyroid gland requires. Selenium, zinc. Your liver isn't functioning the right way. So you can't convert T4 to T3. For that, you need the right kind of fats. What fats are people eating? Refined oils, polyunsaturated oils, soybean. It's messing up your liver. You don't have the right conversion. You can't have enzymes to convert fat into energy. And the third most important thing is stress.
Yeah.
Today we know the more stressed you are, your thyroxine automatically dips. So you could only be stressed and have a thyroid problem. But here you are on a medicine. If you make the right lifestyle changes, you can 100% reverse it. And you have another thyroid, which is a Hashimoto's thyroid, which is your immune system attacking it.
Right.
So once you determine which one it is, the Hashimoto's thyroid, you got to clean out your gut completely. You have a gut problem. You're acidic, you're constipated, you are bloating all the time. So there's a lot that you can do. We don't have to accept the limitations of medicine. Take your meds.
Yeah.
But beyond that, if you change your lifestyle, you're looking at a reversal of your thyroid problem.
Super. And there's one more question, Luke, and it says, I'm a 33-year-old man and I weigh 166 kilos. He says, how do I come down to a normal weight? And he says he would like to get in touch with you as well. So.
Okay, sure. So I think when it comes to weight loss, most people immediately start punishing their bodies with exercise.
Right.
And fat diets. Never works. You lose 2, 5, 10 kilos and then you'll stagnate. The moment you go back to your normal lifestyle, you put all of that weight back on. We have to understand, if you're at that weight, there's a lot of hormonal imbalance. Testosterone levels are very, very low. And you need testosterone to burn body fat. So rather than punishing yourself with diets and exercise, start off lightly, because I wouldn't, if you're carrying that weight, you got to look after your spine and your knees. So start walking. Do it with discipline and consistency. Walk 10,000 to 15,000 steps a week. Do it consistently. As you get stronger and you lose weight. Most people today are overdoing it on sugar and carbohydrates. That one factor, you will start weight. Anyone will. So these are mainly the tips. Sleep well. If you're sleep deprived, you will put on belly fat. There's no doubt about that. And stress. The quickest way to get fat today is be stressed out. Because your body fat increases.
Right. So Luke, extremely, very interesting. We're gonna break in for a song now. It's a song that you have asked for by Inner Circle called Games People Play. Right after we come back from the song, we're going to be talking about one of not only my favorite topics, but I think most people who are listening and their favorite topic, and that is food. So, so we're coming back and we're going to be talking about some healthy food and some food as well. Super.
Don't move. You have to stop it while doing it. Otherwise,
You
you
can't.
that no, you can't.